magical things, and nobody knows where you've been. You go home, head held high, face the sky. You know of such magical things, and nobody knows you within.
Carol Bartlett's background comes from a wonderful influence out of Switzerland and England.
Carol came to Peabody with an enormous depth of knowledge that actually she kept hidden until you need it, and then it was there. Suddenly it was there.
I think of the character E.T. So I want you to imagine that you're stepping out to an unknown space, right? It's very unfamiliar to you.
Carol had a natural inquisitiveness and a rigor that colored everything she did.
Can you just follow the impulses of the music? So there's lots of stops and starts, and allow your pauses to be longer than your actions, actually, all right? Here we go. So very sudden movements. Where am I? Where am I?
Everything she did, she considered of the highest intellectual and professional merit. It didn't matter if she was working with 4-year-olds or 24-year-olds or professional artists. Whatever we were doing together was serious, was important as an artistic expression.
So now I'd like you to go to a piece of paper, and with the music, could you draw, just free improvise with the first idea and the second idea.
Making dances is an extremely gratifying activity. I usually start with improvisational ideas. I help them build their own movement vocabulary by giving them tasks that expand beyond what they learn in a technique class.
So you've got sharp shapes and curved, smooth shapes. Moving time to the music.
It's like drawing a sketch rather than a precise line drawing, and things just organically come together.
And now can you make an enclosed space behind your body? Still as enclosed. Can you make an enclosed space just with one limb?
She's an interesting choreographer. She makes them move. The workshop, where we sometimes have guests, but only the upper level students participate, there's lots of, and almost all, original work.
All right, so can you just improvise and make a phrase where the gesture of the hand takes you into action? Maybe you want to have a couple of transfers, or maybe you could even have an elevation, you could even take off. And maybe travel with that repetition rather than stay on the spot. This whole shape here is particularly beautiful because of the shoulder and the space between the neck.
The very most powerful impression I have is her face in class as she watches her students. She glowed. She utterly glowed. The joy she took from their movement was absolutely incredible. She was so radiant. She glowed the way many people glow when they dance.
Collaboration has really been a hallmark of my performing work here at Peabody. It's very enriching to bring live instruments into the studio while we're rehearsing, and I think it works both ways for musicians too.
Carol tried to bring together the musicians and the dancers in such a way that each of them sort of entered the world of the other. I came in a couple of times to rehearsals and kind of watched her work, and I think we felt that we had a really nice sort of sympathy in terms of our ideas about music and movement. She would choreograph a passage based on her ideas. I would give her some music. Sometimes she would choreograph even without having the music on hand.
Go and toss, toss. Toss, toss.
The dancers were very comfortable with this kind of fluid process. You know, they trust Carol implicitly. Whereas the musicians, they were being given a brand new work and they were being thrown into this sort of collaborative situation, which they weren't that used to. I think it really opened their eyes and ears to kind of what's possible. It made them pay more attention, not only to each other, but to the physical movement going on stage. Carol's underlying principle at all times was to kind of get everyone to be part of this product, to be part of the movement. And what emerged, I think, was something sort of bigger than what we're used to, and maybe something that hopefully transcends the smaller parts of this world that we've all become accustomed to working in.
Carol was also completely invested in the production values of any show that she did. She did them with great invention.
Boy, when you got into those rehearsals, it was fierce. She got everybody on the ball. would go to these dances and see the performances, seeing these little bitty babies come out and do these dances was so utterly adorable to me. And she loved them, and she was so good with them.
She never professed to really enjoy performing herself. She wasn't looking for opportunities that would bring her forward. But no, it was the real making. Where does the idea come from, and how do you develop it? How do you generate the movement that's going to reflect or express that idea?
Sure.